Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. I thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to have a wonderful time together. Today we're going to do another Buddha inspired stories. There was a lady, she lived with her family and she wanted to have a good career, so she did everything possible in her power, but nothing seemed to work. Even the life with her family didn't work either. There was always some problems, and there were problems with neighbors, and there were problems with her close or distant relatives. Everything seemed to be not working. Everything seemed to be a mess. So she was very puzzled, and she asked many people what to do, and she asked them if they have a remedy, what she can do to get rid of this issue. She thought this was some kind of evil eye done to her life, her family, some sort of evil thing. So she tried to get help everywhere. In the process, she lost a lot of money trying to get misguided by people or greedy people who just took money from her in return for giving her things which she really didn't needed, nor that they helped with anything. So once someone told her that there is a Buddhist monk who lives in a end of the village, and he has his little cottage where she can go and ask for the remedy for her problems. So she went there as she went everywhere else. So this was her last resort, last help. So she went there. As Buddhist monk was sitting down, she went in front of him, and she explained her problem, and she said it seems like her life is stuck and somebody put a evil eye or hooks in her, so nothing is working. Her career, her life, her family, everything's falling apart. So if he has any remedy that she could use, and she's willing to spend as much money as he needs for the remedy. So he said that this is gonna be a very hard thing to do, but if you are really willing, then I can tell you. And she said, oh no, it's not hard for me because I have done many things, hardest things, where I have spent thousands of money to resolve this, so I can do anything. So he said, okay, so just go home and all the time keep in your mind and say it, and when you say it, you mean it and you believe it, that you're happy. Say, I'm happy, everything is working out for me, I have no problem. I have no problem with my family. I have no problem with my relatives, close or distant. I have no problem with my boss, my employer, or anywhere. I have everything that I need in life. And just say it, say it, say it. And then the lady said, well, do you think the people will think I am crazy? And he said, the monk said, no, no one will think you're crazy. You just say it because you want to do any kind of remedy, right? So now I gave you the remedy, now you have to do it. And you said you were willing to do anything to. She said, okay. But as he was leaving, he said, but wait. And she said, yes. He said, throughout this remedy, you're not going to think for a minute that you are unhappy. The thought of suffering or unhappiness should not come to your mind. If any point the thought of unhappiness or sorrow or struggling, all this thing that you came today with appears in your mind, you just cancel it out and say it and believe it and forcefully remove those ideas. And this is going to take practice. That's why I said this is going to be very hard. You need to practice. So she said, okay. And then he said that if you fail, no need to come to me again. You keep doing it as long as it shall take, as long. So there is no time limit. It will be done in a month, because when it's going to be done, it depends on you, not on me. So the longer period of time you say to yourself, verbally speaking, as you saying and chanting over and over again, it will become your second nature, and then it will get imprinted in your subconscious mind. So then it will automatically happen, like your mind will say it. And as it says like this, then you will start attracting the good things. She said, okay, because she thought it will be easy. And he said, it's not easy. It's the most hardest thing in this world. And that is the reason there are so many unhappy, miserable people in the world, because they don't say often about the good things, but they're always thinking and saying about the bad things and the sufferings and the bad things happening. Even when they talk to friend, relative, distant relative, anyone outside, all they say, guess what, this happened to me, it was so horrible, but they never actually elaborate on the good thing. So she said, okay, she thought it's gonna be very easy. So as she got out of there and started walking, going towards her village, she started seeing everywhere all the terrible things happening to people. She started seeing dead people. She started seeing people are suffering. She started seeing beggars begging, and horrible rain coming, storm coming, standing on the rainstorm, no place to go. So then she came home and she started seeing only suffering, everybody is suffering. And she tried to cancel it out, but all it's coming like, and then her children, her husband, they all keep talking about all the suffering. Then she noticed that all the relatives and everybody in the neighborhood, whoever talks to her, all they're doing is talking about their suffering. Oh, guess what? Yesterday this happened. I fell down. This happened. Lost the money, or I missed the bus. Things like that. Everybody. And she tried to close her eyes, close her ears, and run from everything, and keep saying, I'm happy. Everything is good with me. Everything is happening for my good. I have everything. Everybody in my family is nice. And she keeps saying, and it's just not working, because she didn't know that how hard it could get, because everybody around her, they're all talking about how horrible things happened to them, and nobody was talking about any good thing happening to them. So she tried. 1 month she couldn't even sleep at night, because it went on in her head like, how can I stop it, everybody's talking the same. So a month later, she couldn't hold it anymore. She went to the monk again, and he said, oh, you're back again? I thought I told you, And she fell off on his feet and said, oh, monk, please save me. All I hear is suffering. Everybody's talking about how their life is so miserable, how they are suffering. I do not hear anybody appreciating life, and it's so extremely hard for me to chant all day long when my family is everybody calling me, coming to me, people coming to visit, all they talk about suffering. Eh, And then he said, well, you have to be persistent on it and keep doing it. That's why I told you it is the hardest thing in the world, and that's why nobody can do it. So she said, so can you give me some other remedy? And he said, there is no other remedy. This is the one and only thing. Because see, whatever you say, whatever is on your subconscious mind is what you receive. So you receive whatever you're saying and thinking and believing. So you have to say this. She went home. While going home, she kept her eyes barely open so she can see the road, how she's going, rather than that. And all the people calling to her, hey, come here. This happened to me today. And she closed her ears and barely kept her eyes open to reach home. She reached home. She closed the door. And then in her home, she posted notes for everybody in the family. Do not talk to me. Do not tell me about your sufferings or what happened to you at your work, at your school. I do not want to hear. And she keep praying the same thing. My life is beautiful. Everything is good around me. My boss is so nice. I have a raise in my work and I'm doing so good. I'm so happy. She keep chanting, chanting, chanting. Another month went, 2 months went, 3 months went. This was unbearable for her. She thought she'll go out of her mind. She thought this was the most difficult thing to do in the universe, because continuously chanting like this while her life was total chaos, total mess. But as she doing it, after 6 months, she found out that she really doesn't have to do it anymore because it was automatic. When she wasn't even thinking, when even her husband is talking, her children are talking, she keep mumbling, "My life is beautiful," and which is happening unconsciously. She does not need to be conscious about it. It was just happening as if all this chanting is imprinted in her subconscious mind. She was saying this in her sleep, and within a year, her life totally turned out different. Life became totally amazing. It's not like that all of a sudden she became billionaire, all her problems gone. It happened like all the opportunities started coming to her way. Her boss called her and say, "Hey, I got a better position for you." Her friends and family is like, "Hey, we have this get together, we're going here, we're having fun." The husband said, "Let's go for the weekend here." And life really started becoming good. But 2 years later, her life totally changed and she became a different person. As he went to monk again 2 years later, she fell down on his feet and she said, "Oh monk, oh Buddhist monk, thank you so much for showing me the path that what is true law of attraction. Law of attraction is nothing but believing that you have everything." And once I believe from my core, from my inside, every cell of my body started chanting the same mantra, and it just changed my total aura, my vibration, and I feel like my every cell is worth $1,000,000. Even though I don't have that money, but I feel like that as if. And her luck clearly opened up everywhere she went. People started loving her. They loved talk to her, and she won the lotteries. Like her luck just opened up, and she used a lot of that money to rebuild the Buddhist monk cottage and giving to the needy and poor, handing out blankets and food coupons and vouchers and gift cards for the homeless so they can go to a restaurant and eat. And she became a different person. She would get up and smile at everybody in the morning. She will get up 4 a.m., take a shower, and just do prayer and chanting and meditation. And as soon as the sun started shining, first thing 7 a.m., she will get out and take a quick walk, come back, be so happy, cook breakfast for the family, and quickly get out to work. And then at work, she was so happy that she was a fresh breath of air for everybody at her workplace. Everybody loved her. Everybody loved being with her. Her presence just filled up light in the room. As soon as she walked in, everybody became cheerful. Her aura was totally changed. So being positive for even 6 months and not listening to any negative things, even if when her life was total chaos, miserable, but still believing that is the most beautiful, she totally changed her aura. And it was only happened because she worked at it and believed in herself and never gave up, because she wanted to change and change such a way that her life became so good. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share, and I will see you with many more. Good night, sweet dreams. Bye bye. Hi, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share this video. Thank you. May God bless you all.